Good morning and welcome to the Bermuda Amateur Swimming Association's Best of the Best Part 2 series, sponsored by Best Shipping. And we have with us once again the former president of BASA, Mr. Tab Froud. Tab, 4 records going in the first series.
Yeah, it was 4 records last week, and I think there's going to be some more this week. I've seen, looked at the heat sheets, and it looks like I think there's going to be some more going.
Yeah. What a difference a week makes.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. A lot better than last week, and hopefully we'll do all right. We have a few technical issues right now, but that should be sorted out quite quickly.
Sure. Let's explain that those that set records, like Emma Harvey, 2, and Mitchell Garapi set 2 as well, 2 Bermuda records last week, but they won't be competing in those events in the second series today.
No, that's correct. The way the system is set up is that you won't do a repeat of the same events. So each series is a different. You have to do different events, and you get points for each one that you do.
Right.
And it's not necessarily that you finish first; it's your total points at the end of the day.
Sure. And this meet also serves as a Carifta qualifier as well?
It did. It was supposed to be for last week, but the qualification times had to been in last week. So right now it's gone.
It's over.
It's gone.
So it could be PBs and personal records and Bermuda records, but qualifying for that big swim meet down in Jamaica, I believe it is, isn't it?
That's correct. Yeah, in Kingston. The kids, even though they've passed the times, they're still going to be trying to do PBs and that type of stuff.
All right, let's see what happens today.
Great.
We've got heat 4 of 5 in the women's 50-meter freestyle getting underway here.
We have Nina Waymeyer in lane 1, Cameron Miners in 2, Erin Hayden in 3, Alexandra Miles in 4, and Kiana Lightbourne in 5. Right now it looks like we've got Erin Hayden in 3 that's bringing it on home. She's nice and smooth, a lot of kicking there, Mike. If you notice, you see as the age gets on, there's a lot more kicking going on.
Going to be close as far as PB, 33:42 the time to be. Oh.
Does she do it?
Yes.
PB for her nickname is Jabba Jaws.
Great swim by Erin Hayden, and there very well could be some other PBs in there. But as you can imagine, it's coming in so fast and furious. But definitely the winner of the event, Erin Hayden of Sharks, a PB, getting under her time of 33:42.
In heat 3 of the men's 50-meter butterfly, we have Miles Cave in lane 1, Dejan Wellman in lane 2, Denzel Wellman in 3, Matthew Frick in 4, Jordan Rouse in 5, and Charlie Pilgrim in 6. Now we've got 2 brothers in here, the Wellman brothers, in lane 2 and 3. Denzel used to be with our national squad. He's now studying at, I believe, in Bermuda College. He's taking a break for a little while, and it'd be great to see him back in the water. I think there's a little bit of brother blood going on here, because I think the younger brother has always threatened him that he's faster. So let's see how this pans out.
Well, the older of the 2, Denzel's off to a flyer out of the block. It's going to be a screamer going down to the turn. But Denzel's clearly got a great start there.
Denzel with no training is certainly turning it on right now. And I believe his younger brother will probably be cooking him dinner or lunch today.
27.74 is his PB. Just outside that at 29.13.
29.13 for no training. That's good. Looks like lane 4, Matthew Frick was second, and I think was followed then by Dejan Wellman in 3rd place. In lane 1, Susanna Armano in 2, Lisa Blackburn in lane 3, Claudia Camara in 4, Erica Hawley in 5, and Sky Commode in 6. Be interesting to watch this because Lisa Blackburn has been doing it for a while, so if you want to watch backstrokes being done very well, watch lane 3. As she dives into the pool, she comes off the wall. Absolutely beautiful to watch. You can notice and you can see it's very undulating. You can see the strength of her kick. She's able to get her shoulders up out of the water. 2-hand touch on the wall. The turn, dolphin kick underneath the water, and up she comes.
Is that compulsory? Both hands must touch the wall?
Correct, yeah. And then there's stroke and turn judges there to make sure that it's done correctly.
31:02.
31:02. So it looks like Lisa's taken done a PB on there.
That's right. 31:11 previous best.
Yeah, that's great. That's really, really good. Lisa always puts everything into it.
And at 38 years old, that's great to be turning in PBs.
Yeah, Lisa is not shy of putting in the hard work and effort. She has competed previously for Canada as a Bermudian, but she's come back to Bermuda and she wants to try and make it to the Olympics. And Bass is totally supporting her and trying to get her back up to where she wants to go.
Good to see a veteran, if you will, or Lisa Blackburn competing in the Masters division now. How did it feel out there today, and what exactly are your goals here? We know about Sweden and the championships, but how does it feel, Lisa? And good to see you.
Thanks, it's great to be back. I guess my goals for this year are to just get back into the swing of things and get back into shape. As for today, I thought I swam well. The times are coming down a bit and still lots of work to do. With regards to Sweden, my goal is not to go to Sweden. I'd prefer to go to the Commonwealth Games, which are in October of this year, and they'll be held in India. I'd also be really excited and honored to represent Bermuda at the Olympic Games in 2012. So those are my ultimate long-term goals. But in the meantime, there's still lots of work to do, and just get my fitness back up and strength as well.
Sure. Any concerns about India and Commonwealth Games? There's a lot of buzz. I'm sure you're aware of some of the different national sports governing bodies really monitoring it very closely to see about terrorist threats about going down there. How do you feel?
Well, it's always great to go and represent your country and to go to a major game such as the Commonwealth Games. I've been to the Commonwealth Games before in 1998, and leading up to that event there was also speculation and talk about things happening. But that's not a concern for me right now. My main focus is to train and work hard and get back into shape and
take it in stride.
Exactly.
And how do you fit it all in, Lisa? I mean, your level of training is probably slightly different than the kids, shall we say?
Right.
Your level of training you've always been a bit higher. How do you fit it all into your day?
Well, it starts really early, 20 after 5 in the morning, and doesn't end until about 7 o'clock in the evening. But, I work full time, usually between 8:30 and 4:30, and you just have to fit it in when you can fit it in. Right now, I guess I'm breaking it up into smaller practices, rather than in the past doing two-hour practices. Now I'm doing 3 1-hour practices, or 1.5 hours. So
this makes for
breaking
early
it up.
evenings?
Oh yes, off to bed early. So.
Right, well, good to see you, and I guess you'll be competing also in the third of the best series out here, the final one, and looking forward to seeing you then.
Thank you. Yeah, I look forward to it. Thanks.
All right.
And in Heat 2, up on the blocks now, getting ready to start. We got the bigger boys here. We got Miles Cave in lane 1 from the Dolphins. Lane 2, Ryan Gunn from Harbour. Lane 3, Alexander Brown from Sharks. Lane 4, Nicholas Patterson of Sharks. In lane 5, Christian Parfit of Dolphins. And in lane 6, Daniel Walker of Harbour Swim Club. And we've got a couple of... this should be a really good race with Ryan Gunn. He's now focusing a little more on triathlon these days, but he still swims.
We've got Nick Patterson.
Nick Patterson, yeah. Nick's a great butterfly swimmer too. Let's see what he does with his backstroke and his breast.
Alexander Brown is right beside him.
One of Alex's strong suits is his backstroke, so he's right there. It'll be interesting to see when it comes down to.
Here we go, the breaststroke now.
Breaststroke.
Christian Parfit up here in lane 5. He's calling it evens on the look like for third place. So
yeah, he's coming on. He and Ryan Gunn are in sort of neck and neck for third place right now.
Yeah, the freestyle will win that one out because they're evens, I would say, on the breaststroke. Touching the wall right now is Nicholas Patterson, who's just got the freestyle left. But a good turn off the wall is Alexander Brown. They've seen each other, so they're fighting for it. But Nick has just turned up the speed a little bit, and he'll touch out in lane 4 in 1:10:34.
Hens are 11 to 12.
And last but not least,
Oh yeah, we have Mackenzie
Lane
Cooper
6.
touching in now for the 400 boys 400 meters.